Welcome to the Tekkadan Syndicate Podcast. Tonight, our special guest is Carl, Pinoy.Daddy. Did I do it right?
Yep.
Hiya.
You can check him out on TikTok and Instagram. Thank you for joining us tonight. So,
Thank you for having me.
not a problem. So, you put up some great content. I always love seeing your stuff.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So let's go around. Let's start with you. What are you building tonight?
I am building the McGillis Grays.
Ooh.
You see that? There we go.
See, and the Gray's full mechanics kits are really nice.
Yeah.
They're not nearly because they don't have as much stuff on them, so they don't get as loose.
Yeah, the joints and everything have been pretty tight so far. It's nice. I'm enjoying it.
Marcos, what do you got going?
Oh, I got the St. Andrew Stein. I'm actually working on it right now.
That's the HG, right?
Yep, the high grade St. Andrew Stein.
Another nice.
The Master Grade still on pre-order.
Yeah. I wonder how long it's actually going to take them to get it. And
Not till next year.
is it just because of a reprint issue, or just the current supply issues that they're having?
I don't know.
Sounds like supply issues from what Nick at Mech Warehouse was talking to me about.
Well, I think Bluefin is changing the way that they're doing things.
He's screwing everything up. That guy, the new guy.
They said because my hobby store, Great Lakes Train and Hobby in Sterling Heights, Michigan, they said that the whole system is changing and that he's going to be getting a bigger selection of kits than he has been since COVID started. So, looking forward to that.
Yeah, over here, what I heard is like they're kind of like putting you on a waiting list to see if you get the kit or not. Like you can pre-order you can order the kit and all the stuff like for the hobby stores, but Bluefin will actually decide if you get it when you're supposed to get it or not.
Mm-hmm.
Because you'll be put on like a waiting list. And at least that's one of what the guy on my hobby store said when I went to and I got the Buster and the St. Andrew.
Mm. So Kim, what are you doing tonight? What are you building tonight?
I am finishing up the GP40 that I put up that I was doing on my TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually probably gonna finish this up a lot quicker than I intended. So if I switch kits, I'll let you guys know.
Christian, what you got going?
I'm just doing a little paintwork to my Venice.
Awesome. How are you starting that tonight?
As of right now, just painting few yellow pieces, gold.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, probably maybe some chrome on a few green pieces.
Okay.
Just to put some change.
Justin, what do you got going?
The Lupus Rex HD. Got the chest assembly built, working on the head now.
You're planning on painting some of the details, right? Or are you just going to use the stickers?
I'll use the stickers for now, and then I'll end up going back and redoing the whole thing at some point.
You know, that
Like
was my
every other
first kit ever.
This one was?
Yep. That's the one that took pop my Gundam Cherry.
Man. I went big and went with the MG Death Scythe for my first kit.
And this is actually my first kit as well, the Venice.
Mm-hmm. Do you need how's that held up?
Pretty good. It's fell a few times, but it's still held together pretty well. There goes my cat.
They're good for that.
Yeah. At least you have an assistant today.
Right?
Yeah,
Penny
this
is
is
currently on her bed. I changed locations from the kitchen to the into the office.
Wow.
Lame. Now you can't get snacks. Oh,
Well, I
we
was
get
just
hungry.
thinking that my beer is getting low, and I'm gonna have to get up and go get it.
Oh man,
Yeah,
that's always the worst.
it is. So, Alex, what you got going? You're still doing the Gus and Carl?
The Hazel. Yeah.
Oh, the Hazel.
Yep. Sorry. There you go.
There.
Yeah.
Nice.
I only did this last time, so had to finish it now.
Right. I am starting my Zaku Zaku 2 FZ or the Zaku 2 Kai from 0080. So I'm actually really excited about this kit. I already went into some panel lining. Just with the only thing I'm doing with Tamiya is the tubes, just because there's no way to get that pen in between the lines.
Somebody wants attention.
Who? Where?
Right here.
Oh,
Look.
Drako.
Ba-ba.
Oh, he's got his old dirty bone.
Yeah. Okay, Baba. Bye.
So there's been some stuff going on in the Gunpla world. Everyone see that premium Bandai Toggies?
Yeah,
So
Flugel.
you know Matt, Winter Gunpla.
Yeah.
He called me on Instagram today, and he was like, "Guess what I got?" I was like, "The Toggies." And he's like, "Yup." He
That
got it.
man always gets
yeah.
gets kits.
I was like, "So you calling to rub it in my face?" But he says because of it's like apparently they did on 3 different Bandai pages, but they got sold out in matters of minutes.
Yeah.
The one that he got, it was from a guy from Japan, and he doesn't get it until January.
Damn.
Oh boy. Well, yeah, it's a pre-orders for premium Bandai happen for months ahead of time that they actually get released. So that's the whole reason why it's like I struggle with ordering P Bandai because it's all pre-orders, and I'm like, I need it now if I want to pay for it. I'm gonna want it now.
See,
It's my
right?
kit and I want it now.
Right?
See, that's what is saving me right now, because those are pre-orders that I already did. I got the band or No More Kids, but those are in the way.
Yeah, so you already have a huge backlog.
To be
Potato,
fair,
Kids have been put together in the past week. Well, in the past like month. And vacations are no excuses. Being out of town is no excuse.
Right?
You gotta take your kits with you.
Who say?
So
I'll get to it eventually. Okay.
you will? You promise?
Yeah. I'm working
I'll
on
hold
it.
you to that.
I don't believe
I'm
it.
working on it.
I don't believe it.
I actually
Okay,
was able
Theo.
to make some on the Alex.
I did see that you did make some progress on that because you used the blue metallic marker a couple weeks ago, and then you came back to it and was like, what?
Yeah.
What happened?
I kind of fixed it, so I let it dry, and I did the whole
Acetone
gold.
treatment.
Yeah, I did the gold panel lining in the black parts of that go inside the leg.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
Don't forget the acetone. You got to do the acetone.
No, that's the battle damage effect that I'm doing later.
So,
It's
Carl,
for the shoulders.
what got you into Gunpla?
Truth be told, I never was a big fan of Gundam for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But I love looking at the as it went from Gundam 1 and got up to the newer stuff. It started to look pretty cool. But I was just I saw a what's the flame toys?
Mm-hmm.
The Transformers that we were talking
Right.
about earlier. I saw the Seekers, and I'm like, oh, that's so cool. I gotta have one. So I ordered one, and then okay, I need to get another one. And I was in Hobby Lobby, and I was like, oh crap, they have it, and I already have that one. It was Thundercracker. So it's like I already have him, and then right next to him was Grandpa, and I'm looking at it going, yeah, why not? So I grabbed it, I put it together, and as soon as I did that, I hit YouTube, I hit websites. It's like, okay, what else we got going on here? And I just started made the mistake of Amazon being my first place to buy them, and I just buy, and I just went down the list, buy.
Same here.
And my first MG, I think I was probably really hooked. My first MG was the Barbatos.
Yeah.
And that was it. I got a Wing Zero Verka after that, and my backlog's not quite as big as others here.
Right.
I'm working on it
leave us out of
though.
this.
I'm working on it though.
Your backlog is better than mine.
But we already talked about that, Christian.
Yeah.
You gotta
Get a kit and build it the same day.
No,
daughters are-
sacrilege.
My oldest daughter's already putting out Snapchats. She's taking pictures of like my my SD wall, which is let me see if I can. So you can kind of see some of my SDs right there.
Okay.
I got them hanging on the wall.
That's so cool.
And she's putting Snapchats out. There's like, my dad's got a problem. I'm like, and then I look behind me at my two shelves, and I'm like, I don't see a problem.
Right.
My wife said the same thing when she saw my Transformer collection before we got married.
Oh boy.
And it's like 1,500 deep.
Yeah, any new prospect, I'm always concerned about my collection because I'm super proud of my collection. But it's like, ooh, does this look like I do something too much? Is this gonna scare him away?
I do like how I can see my progression though,
Right.
in my skill. I did a live about weathering, and I did a HG heavy arms. It came out really fantastic.
Yeah.
So I started learning, and I did weathering for cosplay armor. So like my Predator outfit. So I already knew how to do that, but putting it on a smaller scale is a much different beast, so to speak.
Right.
So yeah, I am thoroughly enjoying it, and of course I'm meeting a lot of really awesome people, and I'm really loving the communities. It's just everybody's so positive, and yeah, it's freedom. Just do whatever you're gonna do, make it
Right.
your own, and all this. And I'm just like, I'm enjoying it. So
Right. Well, the thing is that always Gunpla is freedom, but there's always good ways and bad ways to do things. But it's, once again, what I tell everyone is like, what can you afford to do? If you can only afford the double-bladed nippers, then get that. There's ways around that to clean up that and stuff. It takes a little bit more effort, but I personally, ever since I got these single-bladed nippers, it's like that's just been the bee's knees of Gunpla building.
I mean, yeah,
Yes, sir.
I bought a 4-pack of these on Amazon. These are the double blades, and I'm like, okay, I need nippers. So I got these, and then I started, like I said, I was watching YouTube videos and whatnot and tutorials, and I'm like, I need me a pair of those.
Yeah.
I must have those. So I was like, I looked up God Hand, and I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. I said, that's too much for just a pair of nippers.
Yeah.
Well, I of course went ahead and bought one, and then got my daughter a kit because I started putting together the ATK girls and the frame arms girls. So I got her a Hatsune Miku, and I was like, okay, she needs her own nippers too.
Right.
So I bought another pair, which also happens to be, I could probably go on record as saying I was probably one of the few people that's actually broke a pair of God Hands.
No, we've
Where's
seen
JJ?
JJ.
He did it on
JJ.
on camera.
It was quite funny because he looked at the camera and he was like, "Really?"
I know.
And it showed him, and like he was like, "Really?"
I'm like, how did I was just nip, and then think, and I'm like, oh
Yep.
God. So I had to buy her another pair of nippers, which I found these Wise Pros, and they're only like $34. And so far they're pretty good. I keep a pair in my office upstairs, my work office, which I also keep a few kits up there as well. I try to separate my work office from my play office so I won't be less distracted. So instead, I brought the distraction back up with me. Because when you're when you're in an IT meeting on Zoom or whatever, I'm just like this.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna deploy that later tonight. I'm sorry, what were you guys saying?
I got these off of Amazon. Vulcan. I've talked about them a few times, but they've been great. I feel like they're starting to get a little dull though, so I'm probably gonna need a replacement soon. But $30, you can't beat it.
No, it's better than 60 to 80 for the God hands.
Yeah,
where you get them from.
Everybody's loving the spay right now. That's the new meta, I guess.
I plan to get Despay later on, but I still got my God hands running good and strong.
Gundam Pros had a whole bunch of new display tools come in, and as soon as I saw those, I was like, bye. I had to get that magnetic stupid paint stirrer thing.
Ooh, I want to get that.
I ordered one off eBay, and I'm like, oh, it's the only place I can get them. It's the only people that's got them. So I was like, eBay. All right, they'll be here in about a month and a half. And then Gundam Pros showed them, and I'm like, you've got them too? I know that one because I want to hear now. I got a bunch of paint that I just want to see what it looks like. I
think Mecca Warehouse just got a big old shipment of display too, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, they have single bladed nippers too for I think 30 for the display. 30, they're like $34.
Yep.
So
this is still better than God hands. And God hands, if you cut any thick plastic, they break.
But that's where a lot of people make the mistake is they think when they're pre-cutting the part off the runner, they think they have to cut the big part of the runner, and they don't. They just have to bring it back a millimeter or two from the little part.
Let's see. No. There we go. Come on. Where are you? Camera? A28. Whoops, I got it backwards. So you cut not right where this big part is, but where it meets the small where it meets the gate. This is the big part going to the little part called the gate, and then you just snip there, leaving a little bit of excess, and then you just snip. Once you snip the part out, hopefully it doesned land on the floor and go to Sakar like this. I think just did. It didn't go to Sakar, but
it sounds like a sex ed type thing. The way you said it.
Make sure it lands in a spot that you can get to, because otherwise you're going to be looking on the floor. Which I'm about to do that, fellas. I don't have my flashlight.
Yeah, I noticed it my experience with model building is back in the day with Revel and NPC
No.
You cut the pieces off with either an X-Acto blade,
right,
or you just sit there and just pop them out.
Yeah, you didn't have the option of nippers because they weren't really there unless you use like wire cutters.
But I know when you cut when you cut the thicker part, you actually put more stress on the part.
You start twisting the other parts too.
Yeah.
I noticed that too. That's why I was like, wait a second, you're not supposed to cut up this high. That's when I started doing that. And half the time I don't even have to sand.
Yep.
I mean, on this green is really showing on the nub mark side, but so I have been sanding these. But for the most part, like especially white, I hardly sand. I just get nip as close as I can, and call it a day. I mean, you can't see it in any of the videos.
90% of the time I use X-Acto knife or the chisel blade.
See, the problem with the X-Acto knife that I have is that I was like cutting too big of chunks out.
Yeah, you have to like glide it along it, and then it just catches the edge. It's a fine art.
Yeah, no, that's for sure.
Or
that's
you gouge
why
the crap out of it, and you're like, well, I got to buy a new one because I just
my
messed
single
this one
blade
up.
nippers. I get lazy.
Or if you're like me with carpal tunnel, you can't feel your fingers. You end up doing like this, and next thing you know, you're like, I don't remember painting anything red.
Right.
You're shaving off pieces of your thumb.
Has
you
anyone
got little cuts in
else-
your thumb? I get that all the time too.
Has anyone else experienced this between when you first started and where you are now? Do you feel like you cut yourself a whole lot less?
Yeah.
It depends on the
can
situation.
honestly say that I haven't
I-
cut myself, so
Thank you. Me neither.
I have yet
I
to
stabbed myself
experience-
with the God's hand.
So
Well,
I used because I would try to because I only had the cheap nippers at the time, so I would just use the X-Acto knife, and there were so many times where it's like I have like nothing was bleeding, but I have all these tiny little gashes in my thumbs.
Yep, I get that all the time.
Yeah.
Still to this day, because I put my thumb as a guard to keep it from slipping, and always little cuts. I'll
You
get
don't know
done.
how to play with knives.
I get done. I have like 1,000 little tiny cuts that are just barely breaking the skin. And I'm like, really?
And each one of them stings.
Yeah, just a little bit. Not enough to like be crippling like a paper cut, but man, they have a little tenderness to them.
Y'all don't know how to play with knives.
No, we
No.
just like to self-harm. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to show the clipping to my daughter, and I was teaching her. I say, you see the part where it's on most parts on a good kit. Let's put it that way. Most of the time it's connected. It's a V shape. So you'll see the V on this end, and you see the flat on this end. So cut it right at that V, and you'll never have to sand, which was a pain with the Mecha Godzilla. That was some of the worst quality runner plastic molds I've ever seen.
Mhm.
Worse than AMT?
Okay, second worst.
I was like, come on now, AMT, man. You got to rebuild the entire kit, basically.
It was a nightmare. It's like it was either a gob of plastic or whatever. He came out great, but it was just trimming it down was a nightmare.
Oh, I love the two heads to this. This is one of those. So the Zaku 2 Kai HG is kit number 87. So it's at that weird place where it has some really cool stuff, but it's still very old. Like the seam lines on the legs and on the shoulders, I'm like super worried about. Overall, though, I really do like this color separation with the yellow tubes and then the red center.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to have to buy another Goof custom and then buy the Sharzak origin
Acetone?
kit.
Oh,
So
buy
I
the
can
buy the
just-
acetone.
just so I can
yeah.
so I can get the feet to put on the Goof because I like the toe tilt.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, man. You,
How's that chrome?
Hey, Justin, if you
Oh,
don't,
yeah.
if you don't buy the acetone
I like it,
for the
Christian.
goof, if you don't buy the goof, I mean the acetone for the goof, you didn't buy a goof. That's a part of the
Exactly.
custom, It's like with the Rio grade Wing Zero. If you don't get a cripple one, it's not a wing. It's not a wing.
Does it count?
Well, to be fair, I feel like
to be fair,
You got it.
Yeah.
To be fair.
To be fair, I feel like the RG Wing Zero is it's still at that teetering point of the
Hot
good real
garbage.
grades and the bad real grades. So you're not wrong that a real grade Wing Zero is going to have some issues.
I want
Well,
the
I'll
wing.
let you
I want the RG wing.
Hey,
Gundam.
I got it
I
in a
want
box.
that
I
too.
can show you. You like I can show it to you where it's purple.
I'll let
Yeah,
you
it's in
know
the
how
wing,
mine
isn't it?
goes. I mean, you probably will see it anyway when I put it together.
Well, I love my RG wing 0, even though it was hot garbage. It's better than the tiny whiny crossbones.
Oh God.
Well, remember one thing, Alex. You can't build it until the 23rd.
I know. That's why I was saying, like, you'll see it on the 23rd. If it came cripple,
You know, I was really excited for that RG crossbones. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I never built one before, you know, and it's not really ever been in the series. So I was like, you know, I'll be happy with this kit. And I started building it, and I'm like, why is this thing tiny? It's like the old school HG wing kits. Like,
What?
they're not 144. They're like 1 to 1 or 1 to 500.
Well, the thing about the crossbone kit is it's based off of F91 designs. So because of that, they're really the kit the mobile suits in general are really small. So they went smaller, mainly because I think we discussed it on a previous episode, but in the 90s there was a plastic shortage. So they made the kits in the series smaller. That's why the wing mobile suits are smaller than the originals in the RX-78.
Right.
So it's the same idea for the crossbones because it takes the pilot of the crossbones mobile suit is the lead from F91.
Oh yeah. I wish they would make a
Whoa.
series of the crossbone Gundam.
I mean, we got Hathaway's Flash, so there's always a possibility. So that came out since we last did a new episode, and I have to say I enjoyed it, but it's definitely lacking the action. Spoilers, just in case you haven't seen it yet, but it's been 2 weeks, so.
In case you haven't seen it, Amuro dies. I'm joking.
Well, I mean, we still don't know entirely what happened to Armoro. We know Char died for sure because of Unicorn, but that was one of the things that I kind of was like, hey, they didn't bring up anything from Unicorn. Like, new types are dismissed as just still a possible fantasy rather than fact, which is
Okay, so
the whole
the
point.
timeline of this is it goes Gundam 1, 2, 3, Char's counterattack, then UC, then Hathaway, right?
Yeah.
Or am I off?
No, Unicorn is UC 0096, and then Hathaway is UC 105. So it takes place about 9 years after Unicorn.
But Unicorn was the one right before it, right? That's the lead up.
Yeah.
Okay.
But-
I liked Unicorn. Everybody said it sucked, but I don't know. I liked it.
I liked it. It
I
makes
liked
me
it.
weep like a little girl every time.
I like the whole outlook of it. I like how Haro was such a big part of it.
Mm-hmm.
was he?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was like the green Haro was right there the entire show.
Yep.
True.
But I mean,
If you don't love Haro, you can just get out of here.
I feel like Unicorn is like Unicorn and is really confusing by the end of it, but I feel like narrative really fills in like the whole new type, what I call new type fuckery.
Yeah. I mean,
really fills in and makes you understand it a lot more. But because Hathaway's Flash was written first, it's interesting to see what's going to happen because the novel doesn't bring up anything in Unicorn, obviously, because it was written first. I think Hathaway was written before Unicorn was.
88.
Yeah, and Unicorn wasn't like until 2000, 2001, something like that. The light novel or manga, not the show.
What I want to know is, the Psycho Frame stuff from Unicorn.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it may be mentioned later, but I mean, it didn't even act like that was anything. But it was like the more powerful suits.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the new unicorn depended. That whole thing depended on a Newtype being able to pilot it.
Right. I don't know. I just thought it was weird that nothing was brought up in Hathaway about anything other than like the little mention of Newtype that was in there.
Yeah, they mentioned it once, and Hathaway's like, "There's no such thing as a Newtype." It's like, this world should be like Newtypes exist. Like, that's the whole point of Unicorn and Laplace's box.
It was on a different galaxy.
That's what makes me think that the timeline isn't what they're wanting it to be. It's like this is a complete spinoff without Unicorn being there.
Yeah. Well, once again, this is adapted from an earlier work, so
It was in a far, far away galaxy.
What's the one kit of that one Gundam that literally got his thruster pack literally stabbed and it just started to cause fire all over the place where Hathaway and Gigi were hiding? What's the name of that?
that was the Gustav Karl.
Oh.
Or the Messier.
Yeah, it was
the one that looks like a goof.
Oh, yeah, it's Messier.
Not the goof. Yeah, I want to get one of those kits.
Yeah.
Oh.
Guess what? Someone pre-ordered on Bandai.
See, what happened was I actually ordered the commander.
But what happened was his wife wasn't around, and he said, "I'm gonna risk it."
Right.
She was right next to me, but I was like, do.
So you tried to grow some. You tried to grow some, but you didn't let her watch you do it. You were sneaky.
Yes, because those are all pre-orders that I have coming. You know, like
Sneaky McSneakerson.
Oh yeah, like 4 months later. Oh yeah, I told you about this one. I did.
When?
What's it about? You know about all of those?
It's a loophole in the system.
Right?
Exactly.
Unless she watches a podcast, then you're just fucked.
Yep. Gotta read between the fine print.
Be like, I didn't order them. They were a gift.
You said I couldn't have any right now. I'm not having these till later.
Right.
And by then I will have some
the money
kids
to replace it.
done. No, I'll have kids done, and she's like, I don't mind you buying it, just that you need to build.
Yeah, Alex, you gotta build.
Yeah, my wife was not happy about me buying 2 more kits, but they had Moon in stock at Hobby Lobby, and I was like, I've heard such good things about it, and it's been out of stock this whole time, so it's here. I'm buying it.
It's so good.
I saw this lupus, and I was like, I really like this design of Barbados, so I was like, well, why not? It's $17.
Yeah. The nice thing about Moon, though, and what I love about it, is that it doesn't have any polycaps.
Oh, nice.
Yep. The Messier either.
Yep.
Most of the newer kits don't have polycaps anymore, do they?
Yep, they're getting away from using them
because they have to replace so many kids for cracked polycaps.
Luna Maria and the Jin? They don't have polycaps either.
I want the Jin, but at the same time, I'm like, do I really want the Jin?
Christian, you're talking about that one?
Yeah, that's the one I like. I like that one's pretty cool in that series.
Yes. They actually did the cell shadowing on this one. I don't know if you can see it. I'll send it on the chat. But yeah, I got the commander, which is the pink and
white one.
That one, the pink and
white,
purple.
Yeah, I noticed you changed your name to Nafty, Alex Nafty on Instagram and TikTok instead of Alex Martini.
Alex Mafty.
Yeah, I noticed that. Chaos. I get it.
So Yeah, Matt called me and he was like, really, dude, Alex Mafty. I was like, dude, you're like, since I put it the first one that gets it.
I got it. This is just the first time I brought it up.
This guy
I don't
gets
get it.
Well,
That's
you
a
need
ri-
to watch
that's a-
the movie.
That's from Rick and Morty. This
What
guy gets
movie?
it.
This guy gets it.
That's like one of my favorite episodes with Noob Noob.
Yeah.
Nope, nope.
He's coming back. He's coming back.
Yay.
It's about time they did something right. That's all I got to say.
I actually haven't watched. I still need to catch up on season 4.
Yeah. Well, this new season's awesome.
Oh yeah, Slut Dragon.
the Planetina.
Oh, that episode was wild,
It got so dark.
right?
But it was so good. You got to see the soft side of Morty. The extra soft side. Well, the angry and then the soft side.
Yep. But he's this season he's been a little bit more feisty.
I know the
Because-
way he's talking to Rick the whole time.
Yeah. And then the one that he was going through the travel that
Back and forth to get the wine.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a great episode too.
Oh yeah, I get that cool Zaku head.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice.
Nice.
That's what's gonna get posed with. I still haven't figured out where I'm really gonna put this on my shelf. Is my Xeon
Where that
area
has
is-
space.
Look at my
Huh?
cool shell.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Advance of Zeta. I've never even. That's a manga, isn't it?
Zeta?
Advance of Zeta.
Huh.
That's where the
Think so.
hazel's from.
So Pinoy, have you seen any of my weathered work?
Yes, I have.
That's like, I won't say my favorite style. Like I like
I
it
like
because
it.
it's a lot easier and freer to do. And if you mess up, it's easy to call it, oh, that's just damage or a paint scratch. But
Yep.
Exactly. Half the tone.
but you
No,
know,
I like it.
more people pay me for doing the cell shaded stuff, so that's mainly what I end up doing anyway.
I'm really one of those people that there's you can find the cool in almost anything, any style.
Yep.
So yeah, I like it.
I'm hoping I can enter this a new Bandai contest that they announced. The
It's a 30
Go-
ammunition kit. But
no, not the USA Gundam store, the other one,
oh, okay.
the Bandai Gunpla models or Gunpla builders contest.
Mm-hmm.
They just announced it, but there more details to come. In Japan, it's seasons, so they do some sort of thing for summer, some sort of thing for fall.
Okay.
But US is
wonder if
just
that's-
jumping on board this year. So
I wonder if that's why Wins Factor was doing that big PG with the diorama. And
I was a PG.
yeah, she posted today the full photos and she put that it was a PG.
That looks like the MG ale.
I mean,
To me, it looked like the MG ale.
where's she at? Wins.
Oh, whoops, missed a note.
Yeah, she put PGL strike with the Sky Grasper Blue Angel diorama.
Ooh.
I love my Sky Grasper. It's flying right now. Everybody's like, you're not scared to have those hanging from fishing line from your ceiling? No. They've been up there 2 years now and haven't even moved at all.
That's the old school way of hanging model airplanes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fishing string and a staple in the wall and the ceiling.
Oh, I didn't even use a staple. I used a clear thumbtack in the ceiling.
That's the way my dad hung his airplanes up before I launched them with bottle rockets to see if they actually flew.
Did they?
No, I flew after he smacked me.
Can you blame him though? Now being a model builder yourself.
Yeah. I definitely would not. I did not blame him anymore when I started putting these things together. But yeah, because I did airplanes and ships and cars and stuff. But cars actually go pretty good when you strap bottle rockets to them.
Right.
But, yeah.
Yeah, I've been building some car models, or well, I haven't in a while, but I built my wife the AMT 1950 Chevy pickup. I do not recommend this kit to anyone at all. Like, just don't do it. None of the mold lines are horrible. The seam lines are horrible. And nothing fits right. I had to use like crap tons of super glue and stuff just to even get things to stay together. And it was horrible experience. And I painted it at that, which made it even worse.
Yeah.
I had my my now ex. She said, she goes, I'll do something real special for you if you can get me my 72 Carmagia. And I was like, special as in? She kind of nodded her head, and I was like, okay. I ran to the hobby store, got a 72 Carmagia model, painted it baby blue, put it together. So here you go. You didn't say it had to be a real one.
Yeah.
Details, they are important.
That's right. It's supposed to be a real car. This is a real car. Feel it? It's solid. See?
So how did that go?
Did it work?
I didn't get what I wanted. No.
She wasn't the right one then.
No.
Yeah, my wife wanted it for decoration, so she can put like little pumpkins and Christmas tree and stuff in the back of it.
Yeah.
It came out good. It was just a really shitty model kit.
Yeah, the experience of putting it together was hell.
Yeah, like I've never wanted to throw a model kit before.
Right.
Oh, that one.
But that one, I was ready to put it in the garbage, and I told her several times that I'm fixing to throw it away.
So I finished the G40 here.
You did already?
Yeah. And is there a such thing as too much articulation?
I don't think so.
Because this is going to be such a pain to pose, because like even the foot like extends into different settings for articulation. And
is that the Beyond Global?
No, that's the G40.
Oh.
Yeah, it's here.
I was getting all excited because the Beyond Global was really nice.
This right here.
Oh yeah,
Right here.
I wanted that kit when I looked at it, but I didn't get it.
It's I mean, like, it's even got articulation in the middle of the shin. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, the idea is that it's an industrial designer did a redo of the RX-78
to make it more what it would be like in realistic.
That's kind of what Verkaz are for the most part.
It's more. I think it's more. It was just a different design of it, with more articulation in mind.
Why don't they try that with different kids? Always have to be a granddaddy.
Oh.
Well, I mean, why is it always Pikachu with Pokemon?
Right.
It's the face of the design.
I don't know. I like Charizard.
I mean, that one's starting to become the face of Pokemon now. Everybody's like, oh, Charizard this, Charizard that. I'm like, no, neither one.
It killed me the episode when he left it in the valley. I was like, how dare you?
No, what killed me is that very first movie back in the 90s that came out. In
2000?
Or 2000, yeah. The very first movie, whenever Ash got turned to stone and Pikachu's zapping the hell out of him crying. I was like,
Yo,
man.
that part literally had me bawling.
Yep. I don't know.
I had the
didn't
little
ball.
I had the little knot in the throat, you know. But yeah, why are you allergies? Damn it. But the episode with Charizard was kind of the same because he basically left him to train and take care of this valley full of Charizards, and they just did a quick
quick
montage.
goodbye. Yeah.
Yes, since he found him and all of that, and I was like, how dare you? That's why Charizard in the movie comes flying to him, I think. Like he didn't pull him out of the Pokeball.
Yeah.
They had to have him in the first movie.
Did y'all watch the remake, the
It
Mewtwo Strikes
sucked
Back?
ass.
No.
I loved it. I loved the way they 3-dimension the whole thing. I thought it was really
Yeah, but that scene that you were just talking lost all the feeling. I was like, wow. It was a masterpiece. Now I'm like, not even a dust of allergy.
Yeah. But I think it's because you were older too. We don't have that. They don't have that same effect, that same hit.
Okay, so I'm gonna try this kit a second time, and this time I'm not gonna break all 4 legs.
What kit that has all 4 legs?
Yeah, is that to
the Haro Mobile?
Yeah, the little.
Yeah, you remember I did the panel lining inside. Oh, I have a sneeze coming. One moment.
Bless you.
Ah, you
Bless
ruined
you.
it.
Bless you. There you go.
Well,
It's done.
I don't. It's not coming. But I did the panel lining on the legs, and it just ate through the legs. All 4 legs just cracked like in the middle.
Clear coat
It
it
was
first.
acetone.
Yeah, because there's acetone in the.
Well, I
panel liner.
used it. Yeah, it was a Gundam marker that I.
That same. Yeah, it's got it in there too. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not gonna make that same mistake with this because this plastic is different than like most normal kits.
Yep.
It's like really soft.
Oh yeah, I had to tell somebody on TikTok, you gotta clear coat them first. You have to, because if you don't, then it just disintegrates.
I've seen that where for panel lining, you can do it lightly, like when you have the actual like Tamiya bottle. Make sure you wipe off the brush a bit so you're not like dumping like large amounts of panel liner to where it actually does eat at your plastic.
Yeah, it's just easier just to go out there and spray it with the spray can, clear coat.
The only thing I actually see whenever I have a problem is more there's a microfracture in the plastic already, like coming right out of the factory, and it gets into that and then starts eating it away. That's the only time I've ever had problems using Tamiya. I like the pens because it allows more shading and stuff. So none of that, you can wipe it away with your thumb.
I make my own with Vallejo acrylics. I make my own panel liner and use a thin paintbrush.
So like,
well, I need one, but like chrome.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Jason, you're like a pirate with your cat right now. Because instead of having a parrot on your shoulder, you've got a cat on your shoulder.
Oh yeah, she'll climb right up on my shoulder. And why are you staring at me? That's unnerving.
She's like, hurry up, give me the saku.
She's like, quit moving. Oh, that's her spot.
Yeah,
I don't even know if
mine.
time's up anymore.
Here's my little guy.
Aww. Yeah, I got a doggy sleeping in the corner.
My dogs aren't in here. Not this time.
Well, that's kind of why I went to the office.
What?
What was his name? Venomous?
No, Juju.
Juju.
Ooh, Juju's.
That's bad juju on that.
Yeah.
He when he was born, my cousins named him Jumping Bean because he wouldn't stop bouncing.
So Juju Bean is what you were going for.
Jumping Bean.
Yeah.
So I was like, wait, I should just call him Juju for short for Jumping Bean.
Yep.
It's funny because when you sent us the photo the first time, like the day before, Olivia was like, "Hey, look at this cat," and I was like, "No, we're not having more cats," and he looked almost like yours. And I showed her the photo. I was like, "Oh, look, Christian already got your cat," and she was like, "That's a baby. That's a baby." The one that I saw was a little bit older. But now I don't know which one is worse because now we got the snake.
Snake.
And she got the snake used to live mouse, so now she can find live mouse to feed her.
Snake.
I'm
a snake.
Bringing up old TikTok trends, huh?
That was old YouTube or Vine, actually.
Vine, yeah.
Just like the Francis with the Mountain Dew. Did you drink my Mountain Dew?
Days of Vine. Your breath. I completely missed Vine when it was popular.
Well, that's what TikTok is now. I think they just traded it.
Yeah, they just
TikTok's a little more robust. I will say that.
I mean, it's still. Well, I mean, Vines were longer, or some of them were, but
Vine annoyed the hell out of me.
Oh shit!
You okay?
Oh.
He got attacked. Yeah.
he's in the exact same spot he was in for me now or before. So.
Well, it doesn't matter for you guys. It all matters for me. I don't want to sound condescending or not condescending. I can't remember the word. I know the word.
Contradicting.
Yeah, well, basically, I think you were on the bottom row to begin with. Basically, I don't have to mess with anybody else's spot unless it's like on the bottom row when I'm putting everything together.
Juju.
Attacking the phone again.
I just saw a cat flying. I just saw a cat flying.
He's like, I told you to get down. That's all you see is a cat fly.
Yep.
You see something about this kit. It comes with the rifle actually has a removable clip in an HG, but the seam lines around the leg are terrible.
Yeah, the Delta Plus BMG has a removable clip too.
The Jin has removable clips for the blaster.
Most of the MGs do.
You gotta look.
I need to put it together. The gun.
Okay.
Oh,
Juju, the Jin on the 23rd, right, of July.
The what?
I swear, stop.
Oh, he's alive.
I'm gonna grab a beer. I'll be right back, fellas.
The what, Alex?
He's alive.
Yes, I'm alive.
The Jin.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the Jin. You can do it whenever you want. Whoever has a wing wants to do it on that day. Go ahead. You want to jump it? Go ahead.
You say you talked to what's his name? I was gonna say, Iron Avenger or something. What his name?
Yeah,
Avenger.
Jacob. Yeah.
He was just putting it together. I was like, wait.
I know. He was building it, and he was like,
I was like,
I'll stop. I'm like, okay. I'm like, you don't have to stop. You can just go ahead. It's just for me, it has a special meaning. I don't know for some of you guys, but for me,
we understand.
For me, that is my memorial kit that I want to do because she loved the wing. Because I haven't want to do the Messenger Z, like the master grade, because I haven't found one yet. Or perfect grade.
You guys are probably going to see a flying cat soon.
What?
You guys are probably going to see a flying cat soon.
Okay. They land on their feet and they got 9 lives. They'll be okay.
So basically, I'm looking for right now I'm gonna do the Wing Zero for her, for mom, and then after that I'll be getting back into once I get back and start doing everything again. Who was that?
Well, so I forgot to plug in my laptop.
Oh. I'm hearing like wibbling. I'm like, what the hell is that? So, it is basically everything I'm going to be doing for now, like for her memorial. And when I get the Messenger C, I will do that later on and just be like, hey, Ma, there you go.
Are you getting a Messenger too?
Of course. That was the first mecha show that she brought me into.
That was my dad.
Dude,
well, no, I lied. He was Astro Boy.
Dude, I grew up watching Messenger Z.
He was Astro Boy and Messenger Z.
Left arm, right arm.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
We did that. Was it the English version? Transor Z and Voltes 5, Dynamis.
Grandizer.
Yeah. Until
it was Messenger, Great Messenger, and then Grandizer.
No, yeah. it was Messenger, Great Messenger. Grandizer was not part of the Messenger series. It was just it was basically an add-on to it. Like it was like in a special episode because if you want to really go through that, you had what Super Robot something like.
Yeah, it was still part of the Super Robot line.
Yeah, it was part of the Super Robots. You had that. You had
Gredinzer.
You had all those big robots from my time.
What? Gonna guy.
Yeah.
He got more screen time with Devilman actually.
That was basically most of the stuff that you got from my time. Because I won't say your time if you're too young.
I'm right behind you.
No, you're not, Alex. Shut up.
I don't know. I give you my time. Macross.
I'm giving you time
and
to
Transformers.
I'm giving you time to to savor it. And be able to say, okay, I'm turning the age. But you want to jump ahead? Go ahead.
I'm turning in a month, so it doesn't matter.
Are you still going on about how old you are? I really don't. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
I didn't want to say you. I didn't want to throw you under the bus, but it's basically, it's everything that came before my time.
So pretty much everything I watched is what you're saying.
We're probably right behind you over there, so a few months.
That's the beauty of being Asian is we don't age.
Lucky.
Hey, Puerto Ricans too.
Yeah, I would tell my ex-wife, I was like, if we ever split up, I could still go to the club and pick up a 26, 27-year-old, right? See, whereas you're pushing the 50s there, hon, She's like, I don't want to hear it. And like, yeah, well, that's why I have my boyish looks.
That's why I got a younger wife.
I shave this goatee and I get carded for candy bars.
For candy bars.
Carded for sticks of gum.
That's right. You can't buy gum cigarettes. How old are you? I'm 49. What are you talking about?
All right, 12-year-old, get out of here.
Yeah.
Skedaddle.
I'm a new type.
Nice way to tie it back around.
No,
I can understand without you having to say anything. And I can move through time, apparently, too.
I don't know. I grew up watching Macross. That was my first introduction to any type of mech type show.
Transformers.
I love
And then Transformers.
Robotech.
I love Robotech.
Okay, it's B15, B6.
I tried to show that to my daughter, and I was like, this was anime when back in the day, and she was watching
When it was good.
Yeah, but she's looking at it going, the cell art is ugly, and I was like, what are you talking about? Look at the explosions. Look at all the smoke. Everything has smoke in space.
That's when everything
It's
was really
ugly.
hand
Go to your
drawn.
room. You're grounded.
Yeah.
You just had to tell her, this is everything that happened. This was anime before Naruto.
Yeah. Don't disrespect the SDF one. Go to your room.
Yeah,
But then they want to watch
it's almost
Disney.
20 years.
Huh?
Naruto is almost 20 years. So it's not a new
Uh-huh.
animation
So?
either.
Macros, how old do you think is Macros?
Oh God.
Same as Christian.
Hey,
Older, actually. It's like 1980. Is in the early 80s that Macross first came out. Didn't
yeah,
come to
that's older than me.
It wasn't until the until the late 80s that Macross came in the form of Robotech in the States.
Right.
Which was completely confusing because they completely rewrote the script and wrote like all the pop star stuff out of it.
Yep. But it was still a good series.
Oh yeah, I loved it.
It was
Awesome.
kind of the first Transformer type thing too.
Mm-hmm.
No, what was the
Well,
Astro Boy.
sort of, because when I was a little kid, I had a GoBots blanket.
Oh yeah,
GoBots.
Jesus.
that's where it was at.
Kmart Transformer.
Yeah, no. I was just gonna
Okay.
say, great value Transformers
No.
right there.
You're old. This is how you know you're old. Whenever you had a Tonka Transformer, a Tonka made GoBot,
You mean a Tonka?
like the Tonka trucks.
Yeah, the Tonka. Yeah, the Tonka.
I used
And-
Tonkas. I used to have like the dump, the large dump, the crane. I had
Yeah.
all of them.
Dude,
the bulldozer?
Yeah, I had
Yeah.
all of them.
And when
Hey.
Bandai was making Transformers and not Takara Tomy,
Yeah.
that's whenever you're old.
Dude, I still remember when they used to say, when those commercials used to say, if you got Tonka, it can never be broken. Oh, really? You want to test that theory again?
Oh, we tried. They never broke.
Dude, I busted one open. I threw it and then it hit the walls and I'm like, yes, break, please, break. No, okay. I can put some dynamite in it. It's TNT.
And then he turned around and went, "What do I win?"
A whooping.
Oh yeah, believe me, I got 1.5. Hey, but at least I was like, I managed to break one.
But that's when
It was
toys were
like-
toys.
You will
Yeah.
get the whooping and be like, and don't ask for another one because you're not getting another truck.
Yeah, now everything's built to break.
It's marketing.
Yep. That's why I quit buying Transformers, because now they've hollowed out all the limbs.
Oh, God.
So like they have big old gaps in them now. They don't even look good.
Nice. Okay.
So I just stick with model kits and build my own toys.
I mean, that's really the best thing to do, though.
Yeah.
I like how, when I put it on the shelf, how I have ownership of how it looks, whether that's good or bad.
I started
I
3D
sucked at
printing
painting.
some. I 3D
yeah.
printed a Voltus 5 that came out really good.
Mm-hmm.
a couple of G1 Transformers. I did a Blitzwing, which came out just like the cartoon.
Nice.
Starscream didn't look good at all. Shockwave was spot on, perfect. It was just like the cartoon, the G1 cartoon. It was. I think I got a video of it on my page. I think I did TikTok video of it.
I need this bazooka.
He came out really good. And then the guy that sells the STL files, he also did a Devastator. Fully, you can't transform these, but it's fully posable Devastator, including the fingers are articulated. You 3D print the fingers. And I started hunting down more and more. I'm like, what else can I print? What else can I print? He's got an old, it's not a G1 Jetfire.
I think I'm gonna call it here, guys.
Oh, okay.
Well, your cat is bothering you too much?
That and got a shower and whatnot. Eat.
We don't smell you, so you're fine.
You're good.
Yeah, you guys don't smell me, but I do.
Come on, we got 15 minutes.
You smell like GameStop?
Smell like video games, like used video games, and
a wet dog. Because I didn't know it was gonna rain that hard today, and ended up going out without a jacket.
Oh, I know. We got released at noon because of the rain. I was like, oh, I'm so sad.
Okay, that's
wait.
Okay.
What branch service are you in?
Army.
I thought only Air Force got rain days off.
I work in the research center.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's special.
Hey Carl. Hey Carl, to put it this way, he's mental health, so
so you deal with the Air Force.
Not really. I mean, if we have to go to medical stuff, we go to the Air Force base in here. But
I'm ex Air Force, so I know all the jokes. We do kind of
Air Force
sometimes. Yeah. I did a weapons I worked at Eglin. So we did a lot of the weapons and munitions testings on the F-16s and the stealth fighters. So looks like it's gonna rain, guys. All right, let's go home. Clean the hangar.
Let's go today. Yeah, I'm close to Hanscom.
Okay. I do miss my job, though. I will say that I do miss my job.
Me too, because I'm not doing it in here. I'm a glorified lab tech.
It's sad, Alex. You're gonna leave me soon.
I know. I'm sorry.
It's gonna be fine, Christian. I told you already. Get your butt either enlist or get your butt down to Florida. That's your options.
Michigan ain't too bad.
You should enlist for real, Christian.
I was about to in high school, but I was like, do I really want to put my family through that worry?
See, if I would have done it, I would have been retired. I would have retired last year.
But no.
My brother's army in Korea. He just left for Korea. Took his whole family with him this time. So he's going to be over there for 2 years. He did satellite communications. So all the sites in like overseas, Afghanistan and whatnot, he'd set up the internet for him so he could video chat and stuff like that. Now he's an instructor. And he told me he was going to Korea, and I was like, find me these. I don't care if they're misspelt or whatever. It says fund them on it. I don't care. I want kits.
Korea is really big on the mecha core. Like mecha core? Mechanical.
Yeah. So get me anything and everything, throw it in a box, make the army pay for it and ship it back, and gimme.
All right. one of the guys that when I was in Korea, he went ham and buying mechanical and Gundam kits and everything. And then he had to go and get two gorilla cases just to put all the ones that he got. But because he spent so much money, he basically blew up the whole month allowance. He was like, I'll sell you these video game because I need money to pay for this luggage. And people were like, yo, I'll buy you that Gundam. No.
Screw you, buddy. Screw you.
Yeah, so my kids are looking, they're like, we're over here. And he said, well, when we go to the electronics place, we'll see if we can video chat and you tell me, point out what you want. And I say, hey, just tell me how much it is. I'll sell you the money and buy it and send it over. Because that you got to be able to get it a little bit cheaper over there.
The only reason why I want to go to Japan is so I can get kits and go to the Gundam base. That's really all I want.
I kind of want to go to the Philippines. $1 there is like 1,000 pesos.
You want to keep your kidneys? I'd stay. That's not true. That's what I am. I'm half Filipino, so I've lived over there, and my mom has a house over there somewhere. I don't know where, which pretty much means it's like the whole family plus the neighbors and everybody else live there. And it is pretty. It is pretty. Subic Bay, the old naval base, it's real pretty over there. They said the old Air Force base was dressed up really nice, but Google Maps tells me something else. I don't know. Looking down, it doesn't look so pretty.
Yeah, I imagine you were Filipino because of the Pinoy.
Yeah, we get the.
He profiled you already.
So Pinoy is like us. Is like you would be like, oh, I'm Boricua daddy.
I'm the. Baguio is a place you really want to go. That place is really pretty. Baguio City up in the mountains.
I'll have to write that down. So when I do go over there, when I plan to.
Yeah, Baguio City. Stay away from the bottom island.
Did y'all do anything today?
Mindanao, yeah, the lower island. That's where the voodoo and the vampires are.
No, thank you. I'll steer clear from there.
I think was it the YouTube guy Mikey Bustos? I think he's got a TikTok too. He's from Cebu City, which is in the Visayas Islands, which is where my real mom's from. It's real pretty there too. It's a pretty country. It's just I'd rather stay over here.
Wait, where am I?
Christian, stay away from the vampires.
Of course, I'm staying away from the vampires.
Unless it's a sexy goth girl with vampire teeth.
Fuck that. Nope.
That's the best kind.
Yeah.
It's just a lie. There's no, vampires don't die by stakes.
They die by tentacles.
You're watching the wrong stuff there.
I think I saw that documentary too.
Oh, I see you're a man of culture as well.
Finally, we have somebody that's cultured in the group.
Yeah, those type of movies, those are documentaries, instructional videos, if you will.
How to kill a vampire with tentacles.
What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I lost track.
I have no idea what's going on.
Oh, that's
I mean, no one really knows what they're doing, so
Better.
Yeah, I definitely need an MG version of this after building this far to the arms.
Okay.
He's got really long arms. It's kind of weirding me out.
well, yeah, because it's supposed to look more like a wolf, hence the lupus.
Right, but it's weirding me out, and I don't know why. Like I guess I'm used to the normal proportions of all other Gundam kits, but this one's like got really big hands and long arms and a little head and a little chest. It's just weird.
Right.
You just gave me a little vision of that one scene in Meet the Robinsons. I have a big head, little arms.
Master.
Someone didn't think us through very well.
Really.
Okay.
Bring it
Did I
here.
just break it? No, I didn't break it.
All right, so it looks like we're about to wrap up here in a little bit. Carl, any last words? That's a good distance on your Schwalbe. Any last words? Any final words?
Parting words of advice.
Any last words before your shot?
I appreciate y'all having me. This has been fun. I love meeting new people.
Yeah, it was good to meet you. I didn't know who you were, to be honest.
You mean you're not following me?
Nope.
I probably am.
Where can they follow you?
Where's on TikTok at Pinoy_Daddy, Twitch Pinoy_Daddy, Instagram. I just started the Instagram. I'm trying to stay away from my personal one.
Right.
Same thing. Pinoy. No, it's not the same thing because somebody already took it. I think it's Pinoy.Daddy. No one.
Okay.
It's if you click on the little Instagram on the
on TikTok
profile, yeah, it'll take you straight
and
to it.
We'll be dropping all your links for all your stuff down in the description here.
Lies.
It's not lies. I do it for every show.
I know.
They're nice and listed. You can click on the link and go to every. I do a good job at that. Of all things, I do a good job.
I clicked on one of them in a previous episode and it rickrolled me, so I don't trust the links.
Yeah, I mean, there was that one. They went to the tentacle stuff. I don't know what that was about. I found it very offensive.
The YouTube gods, I promise you, that's not what they're saying.
Watch more tentacles.
Van Hammer.
All right. Any last thoughts from the peanut gallery here?
Crickets. That's all I hear. Crickets.
Right.
Everybody talks all night, and then it comes to the final, and everybody's.
Hey, now you know.
Oh God, he's alive.
Hey, I'm always alive. I just got a lot of things going through. But like I said, Carl, like when I invited you, to be part of the show, it's always a pleasure. I like, and I enjoy your content, and every time you do a live, I try to join. I try to learn as much as I can. Plus, it's fun, when we're texting and it just like, making scenes and stuff, and like finishing like, oh, it's small. That's what she said. All that stuff. It just makes me laugh. But it's good to have people in the community to keep on growing, and that's what we're here for. We send out the tips. You give us tips. Pointers and all that stuff.
Just a tip.
But it's all perfect.
Monetization gone. We weren't monetizing before anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the moment tentacles was brought up, that went out the window.
Yeah, but it's just all good. It's just all good. It's basically what we're trying to do. When, like I said once, when Tekkadan was founded, this is what we wanted to do: have fun and just enjoy. This is what we're here for. Just enjoy the builds and be us, not be like, because I've seen podcasts that
These sticklers.
they're just on a protocol. Now here you're just free, do whatever you want.
Because why? Because Gunpla is freedom.
It's freedom.
Giggity, giggity, giggity. I did not do that right. But it does have a giggity, giggity action there. Like I said, this kid is so weird. It's old, but it's got so many cool, newer things to it.
I'm kind of hating my synapse. I don't know if I did something wrong, but arms keep falling off.
My God. Man, I don't know where my disc is at. I would show y'all. I have a floppy disk that I got from work.
Wow.
You got a floppy disk? I mean, you must be old, Justin.
I am 36.
Very old.
To be exact.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there are these like little blue pills for that.
Hey.
All right.
All right. How old are you? 16, 18. All right.
That was a great episode too.
So, I just hope, to have you guys on for the 23rd.
Oh yeah, we're gonna burn it down.
Here.
Christian, so you better go get a wing. I don't care if it's an SD, but you gotta get one.
Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, they had
Hobby Lobby.
They had the RG.
I hope you know, Alex. Hobby Lobby is like, for me, is almost an hour away.
Take the bus. Okay.
That bus is not going to go all the way to fucking bumfuck nowhere.
Hey,
You better get to walking. It's a long walk.
Like there's like those boots were made to walking. Walking, what will you do?
And it's a good thing I don't own boots.
Well, you got shoes, right? You got Nikes.
Those are made for running.
You better start running the Hobby Lobby.
Technicalities.
They make you faster. It's the shoes.
Mama, I was running.
It's the pump.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us and have a great day.